Welcome to the Lizzy Show. Today, we have a little bit of an upgrade, if you couldn't tell. I'm using a mic, and I already tested it out, so you might have to lower the volume on your device you're listening from. Now, this car and I will be shaking, so perhaps this is a video you want to be listening to and not watching, because you might get seasick or dizzy from watching, because this car is a shaker. It's a shaky car. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I had this thought, and when I have a thought and I feel passionate about something, my rule for myself, because I think, we're always going by other people's rules, right? People are writing books, the rule of life, the rule of relationship, the 5-second rule, the 10-second rule. What about you? You make a rule that works for you. This is the rule that works for me. If I feel passionate about a topic and the idea pops into my head, look, I got a long drive home, I might as well sit back, kind of relax, and talk to you about something that I believe is a rule. And it's a rule for you. You don't have to watch, you could just listen, because the topic is that I want you to be obsessed. Turn down the volume. Obsessed with yourself. Now, before I go into depth about why I want you to be obsessed with yourself, this doesn't preclude you from being a person who still is of service to humanity, is of service to people in real life, does the right thing, has a job, is responsible. I'm saying you can do all that and still be obsessed with yourself. When I say obsessed with yourself, I mean in a positive way. Like, do things, don't obsess over other people is what I mean. 100%, if you're on Facebook, get off. Don't go on Facebook. Don't check out what's going on in other people's lives on Facebook, because what's happening is your focus is going towards their life, other people's lives, when really it's just a distraction from the life that you could have, that you could create for yourself. So switch the obsession and switch your focus to looking at other people, to looking at yourself. Because any kind of growth, no matter what age you are, feels like a win. So I want you to be obsessed with your pure potential, with your potential that you have, that you know you have, and work on it a little bit every day. And some days you might have more energy and you could put more effort into your passion, whatever that passion might be. The point of it is this: we live this one life, and for us to obsess over other people's development rather than focusing on our own, that's a disservice to yourself. I'm not saying to you be conceited. I'm not saying think you're better than anyone. I'm saying be centered on your own ability to be better, on your own ability to learn who you are. When someone asks you, who are you? You'll know how to answer, because you're spending more time with yourself, feeding the beast. You are the beast. I am the beast. The beast is a good thing. You're a positive beast, a happy beast, a motivational beast, because every single person has something that is worth obsessing over. Now, there's days you're going to be tired. Take those days, take a nap, renew your energy. I'm not saying to be psychopathically obsessed with your development all the time. But even on the days when you're tired, like yesterday, I was devastatingly tired. Tired. I still did a live video. I bet nobody could tell how tired I was. You know, it's like you have to keep pushing because you're proud of yourself to push even when you don't feel like it. On days when you're given the gift of energy, it's easy. But on the days where for what reason you do not know, you're tired and exhausted, and the only thing you're dreaming about is sitting on the sofa watching your favorite show, that's okay. But nevertheless, I want you to do a few things. Number one, I want you 100 times. Now, you could do this in sets of 4 25s. So 25 times, repeat, 4 separate times, so you're saying it 100 times, the thing that you desire and the thing that you want most. Say it 25 times, 4 times in a row, that's 100 times, 3 times a day. And see if by planting that idea of what you want into your mind has an effect on your life. This is an experiment for you. Okay? Now, I'd much rather you listen to this than watch because we are shaking. Again, 3 times a day. In the morning, you're going to repeat whatever affirmations you have for yourself. 25, 25, 25, 25. That makes 100. Do it again at lunch. 25, 25, 25, 25. That's your second 100 before you go to bed. 25, 25, 25, 25. You're going to say it. You're going to believe it. Even if you don't believe it, you're going to empower yourself by being obsessed with the progression you want in your own life. Because there's nothing wrong with being obsessed with yourself. You are a miracle. You're amazing. Nobody is like you. The fact that you're here is mind-blowing. It's just that we're all so numb to existence that we forget how amazing it is that we are alive and we are conscious and we can make decisions and we can pretty much do whatever it is we want to do with our lives. But we're held back because we're not focused on ourselves. We're focused on everyone else. I will add that there is a disclaimer here. A lot of us are caretakers. A lot of us do have a lot of responsibilities. I get it. I took care of my mother when she was on dialysis and she was sick, but I still studied every day, took my test and passed it. I still worked out every day so I could feel mentally and physically good. I was able to take care of my mother and take care of myself too. You should never feel guilty about taking time for yourself. The word selfish needs to be redefined as something positive. If you're not into yourself, who is? Do you really want other people to be into yourself? Thyself? No, you need to be selfish. Because to love thyself and to love this beautiful body that we're in that keeps us alive is an absolute pleasure for you and me to do. On days when you're bursting with energy, use that energy as precious gold that you can inspire others, inspire yourself, and again, focus on the thing that brings you the most joy and happiness. Again, you could still be responsible, still have a job, still pay the bills, still have a monotonous, mundane, same old day, because that's what happens when you have a routine, and still be obsessed over your passion. And if you don't have a passion, you need to start experimenting with things until you find something you enjoy. If you're bored with life, you need to start playing the guitar, playing the piano, playing volleyball, pickleball, golf, go bike riding, swimming. Find something to inspire you and to obsess over so that you can get out of this rut of feeling numb, bored, unenthused about life. I don't want you to live there. I want you to live in a pure state of possibilities. Because anything's possible. Anything. We have trillions of possible connections in the brain. So anything you want to do, you keep doing it enough, you'll get good at it. But it's only when you learn that it's something you want to get good at, because after trying it out, you realize this is something that really brings the spark back into your life. You don't have to be the same person you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 4 years ago. You could develop something new that invigorates you. Maybe you could find out 3 new things that invigorate you. Why do we have to be the same person all the time? The same person every day, every month, every year. Same old, same old. Why? Why is our identity set in stone by the time we're 30 years old? By the time we're 30, 40, 50, I am who I am and that's all that I am. Nope. Look, I know a lot of people have their opinions about celebrities and Jennifer Lopez and Shakira, but I do like to watch them to be motivated, because these women are constantly doing new shows, pushing their bodies, doing new dances. They have so much vitality, and I look to them and I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it, right? I mean, everyone has it in them to push the boundaries and be simply magnificent. I'm not trying to be corny here. I really believe that the mind, when it makes a decision to change into the direction to figure out a way to make your life more enjoyable, something to look forward to, something to obsess over, every day you could wake up a little bit excited. Every day I do wake up a little bit excited, because I absolutely, it's a hobby with YouTube, but it's always exciting. It's exciting to grow slow. It's exciting to see, who's going to watch what. Even with my old phone and my old shaking car and my headphones that were given to me as a gift from where I work. These are, this is great. I like being, clickety clackety with my technology. It's okay. It'll get better. Eventually I'll have a better car when I'm in the mood to get one. Eventually I'll have better technology. But the point is, slow growth is also good. You can grow very slowly, and people who like you will grow slowly with you. It'll be the group that goes at a slow, steady pace eventually wins the race. Isn't that a cute one? That's a saying that's empowering, and it's a saying that's true. Slow and steady. You don't have to hit it overnight. You won't appreciate it. Slow growth is incredible. The most beautiful things look like they're not growing at all. And then all of a sudden, it's there. I mean, isn't there like a plant that it doesn't exist until every 5 years it pops up out of the ground? Every 5 years. That could be you. Because the time is going to pass no matter what. No matter what. A week's going to go by, a month's going to go by, a year's going to go by. 2 years, I've been at this job already 2 years. For me, that's like an eternity. Almost done, 2 years. So if I would have given up, I would have always wondered what could have been. Don't give up. And if you have something you can't do anymore, find something else. There's probably at least 100 to thousands of different things that if you don't know you could be good at or enjoy, you can experiment with and find out that this could be your new obsession, and find something to bring the spark back into life, regardless of still being a responsible, reliable human being. So remember, 3 times a day, 100 times, break it up into 25. I want you to repeat to yourself the goal, the vision that you have, until It just appears and it becomes part of your reality. And then from there, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going until the day you die. I want you to always have something to be excited about. Always do something new to renew your obsession with yourself. You could be obsessed with yourself. You could be selfish, and it's not a negative thing. It's a positive thing. Okay? Let's stop making being self-centered a bad thing. Because if you're not centered on yourself, who are you centered on? Right? If you're centered on yourself, now you're a glowing orb, and you could give to others because you're full. You're fully centered, fully fulfilled. You're happy, you're glowing, and now you can just touch people and spread the joy. And they'll say, what's your secret? And because you've practiced the discipline of believing in yourself and working on something that will bring your life vigor and enjoyment, now you can share with them. Because your life can be the experiment that turns into a triumph. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose by repeating what you want and searching for something that will bring joy to your life if you don't already have it. I'm here to tell you, if you don't have it, you can have it. You could have your desires, because the mind is powerful. Your words are powerful. Your thoughts, your feelings, your words. What you think about, you bring about. What you think about, you bring about. Lower the volume, people, because it's loud. But I want you to be loud. Loud and clear that this is your time from now to the day you die. It's always your time. Every day is your time. Not just the year 2025, not just the year 2026, not just this month or next month. Every single day is your time. You're alive. You are blessed with a heartbeat, blessed with a brain, blessed with a consciousness, blessed with your own way of thinking. Don't be mediocre. Don't give up on yourself just because you feel like you made it. You made it. You have a job. You pay the bills. You go home and you go, eh. Get rid of the meh. Get rid of it. Find out that there's more to you than even you knew. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can still hear. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And obsess over yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Adios, muchachos.